What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you first time here, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. If you've been to the channel already and you haven't subscribed yet, what you waiting on? Go ahead and hit the button. Today, what I want to talk to you all about is pretty much my journey, how I got started. I'm gonna show you my first deal. I made $19,000 on the first deal. Started in January of 2023, and pretty much how I found my first deal. I literally just was I got on the MLS, which is the multiple listing service here in Houston. It's hard. I was just kind of searching for new builds, talking to builders, trying to work my way backwards, right? Figuring out, hey, I see you just built this product. Are you looking for similar size lots, etc.? So this particular builder called him up, just sitting here in the office, sitting on the computer, called him up. Excuse me. He said he didn't have any lots that he was pretty much thinking about buying, but he did have something he was willing to sell. He was wanting to sell. Got the property under contract at $80,000, and I found a buyer for 99,000. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the settlement statement. So it's going to show the dates. It's going to show the amount of money that I got paid from doing it. And this literally took me about, I want to say, 2 weeks to close. It's been some years. It's 2025 now, but so pretty much, like 2 years ago, close to today, I got my first deal done, and literally, it's kind of lucky. I didn't go through a whole bunch of phone calls. This literally was the first builder that I called, right? And like I said, I was calling this builder initially to figure out what their buying criteria was. It just so happened he had some lots for sale. And since working with this builder, showing the builder that, hey, I can perform and sell lots, I've sold 5 lots for this one builder. So, like, this one builder, I've made with just him, I've made over $40,000 with in 2 years. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and kind of show you the HUD. So the HUD is what you're going to get at every single closing. This is kind of like your proof, right? Like if you are somebody, and you're showing people that you can really do this business, this is how you confirm, you close. So you can see here, we'll check the address. So it's 2313 Harlem Street. This was a 5,000 square foot lot. It's here in the Fifth Ward area here in Houston. This is my client. This is the builder. He's a architect as well, so he does his own designs, plans, and he owns quite a few properties here in Houston, actually. So I hopefully, I need to hit him up actually to see if he has any more lots he's wanting to sell. Here's the builder who bought it, and I believe I found this person on Facebook. I want to say. I just kind of posted a lot on Facebook. I love working with builders selling their land because they have the necessary docs, right? Like you would assume the title is going to be clear, and they have surveys. So what I did is I literally just posted the address in 3 Facebook groups, posted that I had survey on hand, title is clear, and they just came rolling in. So you can see here's the date, right? The settlement date was the 13th, 2023. So we're sitting here at the 18th. So it's kind of like a 2 year anniversary for me starting to dial in on wholesaling land. And y'all, the reason I decided to wholesale land is I was working in private lending for another firm, and I was like, we need more deals coming in the door. So if we need builders, right, what's the best way to get these builders in the door? Go out and find these land deals for them so they can do projects. So how I kind of thought about it was like, well, shit, if I can wholesale the land to them, right, and then finance the vertical construction, boom, it's a no-brainer, right? So you can see here, here's the date. This is the price. So this is the price that the builder bought it for. I did this deal a little differently. I didn't do the assignment on this. What I did is I went ahead and just had the builder sign the contract with the seller. And what I did is in the special provision section of the contract, I just put $19,000 is due to Savion Miller at closing. So they knew that, they were going to disperse. So pretty much the property was under contract for 80. I sold it for 99. So if you can see here, this is a settlement statement. This is going to be all the charges and stuff. And you can see here, this is the 3016. This is the 19 grand that was given to me. I was blown away. Like when I got this, when I got those two checks, I was just like, wow. When once I closed, I was like, all right, I'm all in. I'm all in. Literally the next month I did 5,000. The month after that I did 15,000. Then I did like 3,000, and then toward the end of the year it was $20,000. And since then I've gotten close. I haven't really crossed the $20,000 mark in terms of like one deal. I've done more than 20,000 in a month since, but just like in terms of one deal, I haven't. So you like guys like this business, if you are consistent, if you are constantly networking with builders, if you're constantly calling sellers and following up with sellers, you're going to get you a deal closed, right? Now you probably won't, your first deal probably won't be 19 grand, 20 grand, but it could be 3,000, it could be 5, it could be 10. So you just have to keep, you got to keep at it. Okay, so here's the survey for the property. Is, like I said, it's just a 5,000 square foot lot, so 50 by 100. And what the plan is for that builder, he just cut it in half and he put up two townhomes on it, right? So, like, this is going to be pretty much the most important thing outside of assuming title is clear. Like, if you have title issues, you probably won't even get to this part. Just being that typically, unless your builder buys their survey outside of title, title won't um, title won't go ahead and get to purchasing the survey unless the title is clear, right? So they're going to work on clearing up the title and stuff like that before they let your builder know, hey, how do you want to pay for the survey? So here's the surveyor. Is like, you gotta kind of understand reading this, because sometimes on the survey uh there could be a setback that kind of cuts the property down. There could be easements. All that stuff will show up here on the survey. So as you can see, this was, I don't know if the date's on here when it was done. Um, yeah, so this was done on February 8th. So mind you, I said I started in January. Okay. I think I started like January 14th. Um, got the deal. I want to say January 14th, around that. Uh, got the deal, found the buyer for it. And at that point, they just asked you, do you want a physical check or do you want a wire? I decided I want physical checks. Drove out there to the title company, got the deal done. That same day, I went ahead to Navy Federal and I opened up a business account, and that's the birth of my business, right? That's literally how it started. And here 2 years later, I'm still in the game. Since then I've started doing my own builds, so I've done two new construction ground up development projects. I'm looking to get two done this year, or at least two started this year. So that's kind of how what I've transitioned. And long term, what I would like to do, I want to keep wholesaling land, right? I would like to do new construction, but I also want to start buying larger plots of land and subdividing, pretty much making them build ready. And I want to sell them to bigger builders, right? Like your Lennar Homes, Chesmar Homes, Meritage Homes, DR Horton. That's kind of the route that I want to go, and then I want to eventually start doing large scale developments, doing subdivisions, doing some commercial development. So like that's pretty much where this business has taken me since starting. So if you are interested in learning how to wholesale, right, getting these same deals done in your market, or if you're looking to get into the Houston market or just Texas in general, wherever you are, it doesn't really matter. You can do this virtually. Uh, I've only been to about maybe 4 lots that I've sold physically, right? So I just pretty much put eyes on it using Google Earth, uh, making sure, I get on some websites, making sure what the width is, the depth and stuff like that, so I can answer these questions for the builders. But you don't have to physically go to these properties. Like I said, I've only been to about 4 of the actual lots. So if you are looking to learn this business and you want somebody to hold your hand through it, I suggest that you join my land profit program. If you are interested, check the description. My email is in the description, and shoot me an email. I'll get all the information over to you so we can get started working together. So, with that being said, let's get out there and let's close some more deals.